Hi everybody, Mike Friedman from Audio Insider Technology Design with 30 Days of Technology, back at it with another day, and today we're talking about one of my favorite things, Amazon Alexa. We already know this. You already know this if you've been watching these videos. I love voice control. It's the great equalizer. Heck, it's James Bond stuff. It's something futuristic for those of us who grew up watching futuristic things. The Amazon ecosystem is not that dissimilar, using an analogy, than Apple and PC. Just like Google and Amazon are not that dissimilar either. They're simply different versions of the same thing. They're both voice control. One works with certain things, one works with other things, and they both work with a lot of things the same as well. Today, though, we're going to be talking about Amazon Alexa. We'll talk about Google a little bit later on, but why I like Amazon Alexa is simply comfort, ease, and familiarity. I'm one of the original users of Amazon Alexa in Canada. I was using it here before it was officially here. It involves hacking it and telling you that I lived in Washington. But along the way, I've learned a ton of things. I'm going to share a few tricks and tips with you today about how to get the most of Amazon Alexa. So as I mentioned, there's lots of different variations of the same. We can buy things from products like Google. We can use Siri-based products. We can use Josh AI. But the one, of course, to me, the biggest one is still Amazon Alexa. What I love about Alexa is it's a fairly seamless integration with Amazon Alexa-enabled devices. So in the old days, we had to do a lot of programming to make stuff work. There's still a little bit of programming in that you have to go into the app and enable certain skills. But as an example, if you buy a brand new Samsung TV, the Samsung skill is already in there. You simply have to point it at your Samsung devices and everything starts working. Same thing with your Nest thermostat, your Sonos, and everything else in your house that's smart, enabled to work with Amazon Alexa. You have to tell it that you need it to work with each other. So unlike a TV out of the box where you simply point the remote and it works, imagine if you took the remote out of the box and had to tell it to work with that particular TV. Yeah, it's an extra step, but it ensures things work when they're supposed to and that certain things don't start talking to your voice control that aren't supposed to be there. Once you've figured out the ecosystem you want, in this case Amazon Alexa, it's time to start putting your ecosystem together. With Amazon, just like with Google and a lot of the other ones, you need one, at least, voice controllable device. Now, how these work is they have multiple microphones in them so they can pick your voice up really close or really, really far away. So obviously they don't expect you to stand around your speaker or your other device. Once you put the device in the room and added it to your Wi-Fi and all that other stuff, it's simply a matter of opening up the Amazon Alexa's app and starting to enable skills. The other thing that I really like with Amazon is you can not only enable skills, but you can enable scenes. Now, we talked about that in an earlier episode, but imagine if I said, Alexa, watch a movie in the living room, and it turned on my Samsung TV, set it to Netflix, turned on my Sonos speaker to the appropriate setting, dimmed the lights, and did everything I needed it to do. It saves a lot of work for the rest of my family, and we know it's consistent and it's done right every single time. So it's literally that easy. Now, using non-Alexa enabled devices is a little harder. You can do things like turn them on and off with smart plugs, but they're not necessarily going to talk to each other. Now, there is a hack around that. As an example, if you're using an older legacy stereo, you can run the audio connection out the back of your Amazon device into your older legacy stereo and turn it into a smart stereo as well. So there's a lot of flexibility there in that ecosystem. Now, there are some things that Amazon can't do as well as other things. As an example, from an acoustic perspective, I don't find their speakers to be as good as brands like Sonos, and that's okay. They weren't designed primarily as a multi-room audio system. They were designed as an intelligent way to talk to your home. However, that being said, the nice thing with the Amazon system is you can put a bunch of speakers in different rooms and create a multi-room audio system. Because remember, it's a lot less money than Sonos, and if your budget's only $500 and you have to do 5 rooms, that might be the way to go. The other thing about the Amazon system is the flexibility. So they have little speakers that you can place in every room. They have bigger speakers that you can place in every room. They have bigger speakers that have video displays that you can place in every room. And they even have little speakers that can plug into a wall outlet. It's called the Amazon Flex. So for rooms like mine that already have a lot of equipment in them, we don't necessarily need any more speakers, but we would like the ability to talk to the technology in our home, and that's where that little piece comes in. And for those of you who get in trouble for distracted driving and fiddling in the car, you can even buy an Amazon Alexa device that works with your car and can do things like play songs, make calls. So if you have an older system that doesn't have, say, Apple CarPlay or Android Play or whatever technology is in your car that's newer, you can sort of hack your older vehicle with Amazon Alexa. And of course, it's a great ecosystem once you learn how to use it at home. You can also use it in the car. So those are a few of the things I really like about Amazon Alexa. I encourage you to play with that ecosystem along with all the others before you make a decision. And we'll be talking about the Google ecosystem in a later episode. So for 30 Days of Technology, my name is Mike Friedman. I want to thank you for joining us. If you've enjoyed this video or any of our other videos, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, liking our videos, commenting on our videos, and of course, feel free to tell your family and friends about these as well. I'll see you back here tomorrow with another day of technology.